morning, this is Mayor Valensky with Driving Markets. So what is driving markets today? You've got this week the banking sector in the US reporting, which is going to be significant. Last week JP Morgan came out with numbers and they came in line with expectations, or slightly beat expectations. Sorry, they did not beat expectations. So the JP Morgan dropped over 6% on Friday. That brought down the other banking sector with concerns that the earnings will be under pressure. I'm quite surprised considering the amount of business that's been done by the US banks over the last 2 years. However, it looks like the pandemic is having an impact on the overall flow because businesses have been shut, and therefore there could be a slowdown in the amount of business banking activity over the last quarter. Definitely over the last year, but definitely over the last quarter. So going forward, you may see some pressure on the banking sector. What else have you got? You've got today's Martin Luther King Day. So the United States, it's a national holiday or a break, Memorial Day for Martin Luther King. In the UK this week, you've got UK inflation and purchasing managers index called the PMI. That is an index of how healthy businesses are doing regarding their order book and what they plan to do in terms of ordering stock and supply. So that's a big indicator. The biggest of all of them is UK inflation. We have to remember that the Bank of England cannot raise interest rates until their meeting in February. So today's inflation rate will have an impact on cable. This week's inflation rate will have an impact on cable, an impact on the pound, and an impact on the overall outlook. So if inflation comes in higher than expected, which I believe in my opinion is going to come in higher than expected, then you could have a further fallout in the UK and looking for more aggressive interest rate rises over the next few months. So take that into consideration. Something I'd like to ask you, just as a complete sideline, those who have not subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And by the way, if you do subscribe and you do watch the YouTube, whether you watch it via the WhatsApp group I send out or direct because you've subscribed, can you please at least like the like button? So push the like button, because that helps in the overall ratings of the YouTube. And I'm trying to get the ratings of my particular YouTube up to a much higher level. I need your help to do it. So if you feel as though you're benefiting from the YouTube, then do it. General outlook: overnight markets futures are down. The pound is up slightly by 67 points. So that's 67 pips. You're probably going to have overall markets retracing or retreating a little bit, going down over the next week or so, because inflation and interest rates are still there and they are frightening the markets. They can't get rid of this inflation fear. China had its first Omicron case last week, so no doubt they are panicking because they believe in full lockdowns. China, considering they're the ones that started it, they should be paying compensation to the whole world, in my opinion, and there should be major sanctions on China. But who's got the balls to do that? Only Donald Trump had the balls to do that, and Joe Biden, being insignificant, half asleep, and doesn't know if he's got the job or hasn't got the job, can't actually do anything. He couldn't even flatten a fly with a fly swatter. That's how weak Joe Biden is, in my opinion. That's no advice on Joe Biden. I just think he's a very weak individual. And that's overall it. If you need to get hold of me, you can contact me on LinkedIn, you can contact me on WhatsApp, you can contact me on Instagram, Valensky May. I'm thinking of doing a tweet, by the way, setting up a Twitter account for driving markets. So I'd like your opinions on how you would see that and if that's beneficial at all. So I'm looking for more feedback from the actual listeners, viewers and admirers, if there are any. All right. Okay, have a good day. This is Mayor Valensky with Driving Markets. Speak to you soon.